Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Reincarnation of Loki? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story. And before continuing, this shout out is due. It is due shout out to AK-ZT9LO for suggesting this idea. He has been for almost a week, I believe, and yeah, I kind of liked the idea, but I couldn't find in which manner should I do this, like in a movie or short movie or just a story. But in the end, I just, said, screw it, I'm gonna do a story. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato. A week after the QB attack, as we go towards Konoha's hospital room, in which we see Minato no Mikaze was standing, his arms folded, and he was in deep thought. Currently occupying the bed was the unconscious form of his wife, Kushina Uzumaki, and his three children, the triplets that were born a week ago, on the night of the QB attack. Two redheads and a blonde. As suddenly there was a knock on the door. Minato didn't answer it because he was in deep thought. The knock happened again until the door slid open and in came Hiruzen Sarutobi. Minato? Minato, said Hiruzen twice as Minato finally was broken out of his stupor. Oh, sorry, Hiruzen-sama. I didn't see you there. Why did you come in? Well, you weren't answering. I see. I apologize. You seem to be in quite a worried state, Minato. You should be proud. There was less damage and little to no deaths. And although the infrastructure was damaged, we are able to survive. That is what I'm not worried about. What I am worried about is the masked person. The masked person? The one that you mentioned. I remember. You mentioned him in the council meeting, before rushing off here, halting the meeting as well. Yes, I apologize for that, but it was necessary. I know that you are worried deeply about your wife and kids, but Minato, Konoha is also one of your concerns, my dear boy. And you need to answer to it when needed, because you are the one who is in charge of all of us and of our safety. Anyways, forget about that. What I want to know is, how are Kushina as well as the kids doing? They're doing fine. So which one is the Jinchuriki? Two of them are Jinchuriki. Kushina was the one who made the seal, and sealed the beads within them. Which two? The redheads. Menma and Mito. Ah, I see. How did she do that? She took the soul and sealed it within herself, and took the chakra and split it into 50-50 and sealed it within Menma and Mito. That is quite a genius move, actually. In this way, QB will be weakened and there will be no chance of it escaping. Yes, I hope so. Look, Minato, I know you're still quite shocked and a little bit of paranoid after the attack, but that doesn't mean that you have to be always this serious after the attack. You can relax. The security is tightened, but I am the leader, as you said. I have a responsibility. I see. Anyways, I'm not gonna take your time too much. Jiraiya sent me a letter via Toad Summon. I just received it. And he wanted me to give this to you. He said that he will be visiting within a week or so. I see. As now we see, a few days passed as Minato was called immediately to the hospital room. As he dashed there where he found Kushina was awake and was feeding her children. Kushina, thank God you're finally awake. Thought I almost lost you. Well, you're not gonna lose me that easy, Minato-kun. I'm just doing fine. As Minato smiled, of course you are. How are the kids? They're doing fine as well. The doctor told me already. I'm just happy that everything was able to come to a close and the situation was controlled before it could get worse. Yeah, me too, said Minato with his jaw clenched. We will be able to find him once everything is settled. Together. No, Kushina. This time I will do this on my own. I let my guard down. and the incident that almost ended not only our own village but my own family happened. I can't. Just sit down. Uzen-sama and the others are right. I have to toughen up. Was being kind. It would get me nowhere. As Kushina frowned, but sighed, because she knew that Minato was still depressed and a bit paranoid because of the attack, because he thinks that it is his responsibility. While on the other side, there was a knock on the door. As the silence broke, as Jiraiya walked in. Geez, kid, I've been knocking. At least have a decency to let your sensei in. Oh, sensei, you're back. Of course I'm back. The great gallant Jiraiya Saitama is back, said Jiraiya in his weird pose. You still got that flair, huh, Jiraiya-sama? Said Kushina. Of course. How are you doing, Kushina? I heard that you made a new seal and split the Kyuubi into 3 parts like you were chopping some onions on a chopping board. Had to do that because I was not gonna shove that creature's soul within my children. I am the only person who has lived most of the life with that conscience. It would be wise if I am the only one who lives with it. As Jiraiya turned serious for a bit. Alright. That is quite nice of you. Anyways, I'm here for only one reason. Aside from, well, congratulating you and all, I'm here for the prophecy, Minato. The one that I mentioned all those years ago to you. As Minato got serious, what do you mean by that? One of your children is going to be the child of prophecy. Whether he's going to be a destroyer or savior is all up to how we raise him to be. I see. Wait. How can you be so sure it's our kid? Said Kushina. It has to be, because your names were mentioned, and that happened before I even knew Minato and you. What do you mean? And how come I was never told of this? Because our names weren't technically mentioned, it was kind of our titles. The 4th Hokage and his wife was mentioned. So in a sense, 4th Hokage being me and you being my wife, our kid is bound to be either the destroyer or the savior. Well, knowing that he's going to be our child, I can definitely tell you that he's not going to be a destroyer. That's for sure. Yeah, but we have to be sure, Kushina. That is why I have a proposal. And that is to take the child of prophecy with us to train at Mount Miyamoku, at the Zen place, the most calm and mind peaceful place a person can visit. What? I'm not leaving my kids behind. For the one, if he's going, they're going, and Uzumaki never leaves one of their own behind. As Minato also somewhat agreed. Yeah, I agree with Kushina on their sensei. I can't leave my kids. Look, I'm not telling you to leave them right now. In the given few years, when they showed results and are grown, showing their true potentials, then we can get to decide who is the child of prophecy and who isn't. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it, Kushina? As Kushina remained quiet, as both Jiraiya and Minato decide to drop the topic. As after that we see, a month later, Kushina was moved back at her home, as Minato had taken even a few months off to make sure that she was well taken care of alongside the kids. And as time progressed, Minato began to notice that his kids, Menma, Mito, and Naruto, third child, who wasn't a Jinchuriki at all, they were quite different in personality. How so? Well, Menma and Mito behaved like a unit, while Naruto, he acted calm. He even smiled a lot whenever he sees Minato, and laughs a lot, giggling when Kushina holds him. And because of that, Kushina's attachment to Naruto grew and grew more. Now we have a time skip of 5 years later. As now we see Kushina was training her kids in the backyard, as Naruto and Menma was put up against one another to spar. Alright, Nissan, I'm gonna take you down in no time. Don't get cocky, Naruto. I've been training. This time I will be able to beat you, if you stop using those cheap tricks of yours. Menma, enough, and you as well, Naruto. Alright, as Menma gritted his teeth and went into battle. Naruto dodged his attacks. As Menma went for attack, he went brutally. As Naruto gasped. As suddenly there was a puff of smoke when Menma's eyes widened that he really hurted his brother. As Naruto was laughing on the other side, As Menma came near him, enraged that he fooled him, Naruto turned into a snake when Menma grabbed him, as Menma threw him in fear because it was a venomous snake. And that snake turned again into a puff of smoke as Naruto was seated on top of the tree branch, laughing at Menma. As Menma gritted his teeth, "Enough of this foolery, Naruto. When are you gonna stop?" "Never. It's fun. It's too much fun." As Kushina yelled at Naruto, "Enough, Naruto. Take this seriously, son." As he had a smile on her face, Menma saw this and turned his back on both of them. "I had enough. I'm done training with you guys. All you do is make fun of us." "What? No, Menma. I'm not making fun of you, son. And I am scolding Naruto. No, you favor him more than me and Mito." "What? No, I don't." Menma-san is right, as Naruto jumped down. "Hey, come on, guys. I was just fooling around. Look, I apologize. Enough. I don't need your apology. You don't take me seriously. Both of you don't." As Menma and Mito walked away, as Naruto looked down, I didn't mean for this to happen, Kacha. It's alrightness. I understand where they're coming from, but that was not nice. It's fine. I'll make it up to them. I promise." And so Naruto dashed behind them as well. As later that night, Menma and Mito wouldn't talk to Naruto or Kushina. As Minato arrived, "What's going on?" "Nothing." As after the kids left, Minato asked Kushina and she told what happened. As Minato rubbed his temples, "Please, Kushina, you have to tell Naruto a little bit strictly to stop doing that. The other kids are obviously gonna feel that you're being too much attentive to him. I'm not trying to do any of this, Minato. I'm not trying to show balanced favoritism towards Naruto. It's just, he tries to make me laugh, that's it." "Yeah, I guess you're right. But the others, they take their training seriously as well, as does Naruto, I know. But you should focus on them as well. Not only on Naruto." I'll try, I promise." "Good. Because in a few years, the time will come when we have to choose the child of prophecy." As now we see, the few years passed. They were at the age of 8. Menma and Mito have grown distant to Naruto. They were still his siblings, but they were distant. As now we see, the test came as Jiraiya, Hiruzen were there to witness alongside with Minato. Naruto obviously used his skills and even used his shapeshifting skills to shapeshift into snakes as well as into fly to dodge the attacks and attack the other two and beating them. Seeing this, Jiraiya as well as Hiruzen were a little bit concerned because Naruto not only showed shapeshifting skills but also showed immense amount of chakra. Even with the QB's chakra 50-50% within Menma and Mito, Naruto was like an ocean and there was like a lake, a small pond in front of it. Naruto had so much untapped potential, so much so that even Hiruzen and Jiraiya became fearful. Fearful that Naruto, who doesn't listen right now and is always rebellious and on a prankster streak, will later come to care less about the world. And after serious thought, they decided to come to Minato inside his office and reveal their observation to him. "What? You believe that Naruto is the child of prophecy and he is going to be a destroyer? But you said that if we train them, there would be a possibility that we would be able to avert all of this." "Yes, I know, but the way that kid behaves and doesn't listen to you, it's obvious that he's going to be a rebellious kid in the future. Right now they're pranks, but later on, as he grows, he's gonna grow into an arrogant man. And when that happens, if that happens, then say, yes, which in most cases does, he would not care of the consequences. He has an ocean amount of chakra, and Menma and Mito, even with the QB's chakra, are like nothing more than a small pound in front of him. So what you're saying is that I should just leave Naruto alone? Yes. You have to leave him alone. Don't train him." And so the next day, Naruto was told this by his father. "What? Why?" "Just do as I tell you to, Naruto. Do not question your father." As Menma and Mito smirked, serves you right for all the pranks you pulled. At least some of us are trying our best. But on the other side, all you do is just joke around and make a fool of yourself, Naruto. But, but I work hard. All you do is work hard is to make the other's life miserable. That is what you are, a clown. A clown who laughs at his own jokes and makes other miserable. And with that, Mito left, leaving only Kushina into the room. Naruto had tears in his eyes. But I was just joking, trying to make everyone laugh. They don't understand this, son. They're just more like their father. Work-centric, serious. Not like us, the fun ones. But they're my brother and sister. I thought that we were alike. I wish you were, but you all are different people in the end, aren't you not? Give them time. Once they grow, they would realize just how idiots they were. And so, time passed. Naruto tried to work hard on his own. His mother gave him secret tips every now and then. And when the time came at the age of 13 when Menma and Mito were graduated, Naruto tried to show his father the precise jutsu, the Rasengan. And Naruto got slapped across the face for that on the birthday. What the hell, Minato? Why did you do that? I forbade you to not train. Why are you training? Who is training you? As Naruto looked down, as Menma and Mito smirked, because they realized that Naruto, being just a prankster, was being now punished for all the pranks that he has done on them. As now we see, Kushina then yelled, "He's just trying to show you what I taught him." You taught him? I told you to not do this, Kushina. He's a danger to everyone. Danger? No, you're not a danger, Naruto. Yes, he is. If we don't stop training him, he will turn into a destroyer, just like the prophecy stated. As Naruto's eyes widened, his heart dropped. Something hurt it inside of it, and then he dashed. Naruto, wait! Let him leave. He's your son, Minato. God damn it, you're a father of 3 kids. How can you do this to one of your own? I'm doing this for his own good. No, you're doing this for the sake of others. Just like before. And with that, Kushina literally left. Menma and Mito were confused, but they decided to side with their father, listening to their words. Time passed. 2 years went by. They reached at the age of 15, and by then Naruto was just someone who didn't laugh that much, and always stayed near his mother's side, because the whole village mocked him. Nobody believed in his hard work, so he stopped doing it altogether. As on the other side, Minato trained alongside with Jiraiya, both Mito as well as Menma, and they were growing up to be prodigies in their own right as well, making a name for themselves out there as well. The only one who believed in Naruto was Kushina, who was now angry with both Minato and her other 2 kids, because she tried to connect her family, and they wouldn't do that. All she could see was bitterness and jealousy in the eyes of Menma and Mito. And Naruto, he was just sad. He was yearning for just one thing, and that was to prove to his father, to his family, that he was worth something. And that came in a chance, as Jonin exams were going to happen again this time around in Konoha under strict supervision. Because last time the Chunin exams happened a few years back, it was a disaster. A disaster that was quickly averted. And so, Kushina jumped in. As the representative of the Uzumaki clan, I am demanding that my clansman and son Naruto Uzumaki is allowed to be participated on his own. Denied, said Minato, but the others agreed. And even Jiraiya did cockily. Let the kid participate. He needs to realize that what we're doing is for the best for him. As after everyone left, Kushina was about to leave. Kushina, please stop and listen to me. As Kushina did, what? I'm doing this for his own good. He's my son as well. But I can't risk the whole world's fate by making him strong. If him being able to live a normal life and being a civilian is what it gets to save the world, then I'll do it. More than 100 times I will do it. Then you're not a father to him. Kushina, listen to me. You have to understand. I have to put the village first as well. You before putting the family first. And now, all you can think about is this bloody village. Enough, Kushina. I'm done. And with that, Kushina left. As now, we see Naruto began his training under Kushina. And when the Chunin exams came, Naruto was participating. He, against all odds, beated all the tests, even Menma and Mito, in the preliminary rounds as well. And the finals were held for a week, as Minato was trying to prepare for the final battle. And that was between Mito and Naruto, because Menma was beaten and he was pissed. Damn it! Why can't I beat him? He only trained for a few months and I have been doing that for a few years. Why? As he was enraged so much that he didn't care. He wanted to beat him so badly that Naruto would beg him on his knees and confirm that he is better. And a voice spoke to him. Do you wish to beat your brother that badly? Yes, I do. Then the key is your mother. What? What do you mean? Who are you? I am someone who sees the ploy here. The ploy of the destroyer from the prophecy that Jiraiya said. What do you mean by that? Naruto is, and always was, a destroyer. A born destroyer. Born to end this world if not stopped. And the catalyst will be your mother. My mother? How so? He is the one spoiling Naruto. You have to stop her. Stop her from getting close to Naruto. All you have to do is bring this to her, and she will stop. What is this? This is a scroll. Healing scroll. Only open it when you're near her. Who are you? I am Toby. Call me Toby. And so, Menma took the scroll. And now we go towards the Jonin exams finals as Kushina and Naruto arrived. You ready, Naruto? Of course I am. This time, I'll go easy. I hurted Menma Nisan a lot last time, but he was taunting me too badly. I know. Your brother deserved that. Menma unfortunately was hearing this. I did not know I raised such brats. When did they become like this? You were so close when you were young. Menma, his heart was broken and he was enraged. It's all because of Naruto. Always because of him. And so he went and threw the scroll to the ground in front of them. And that is when he pushed Naruto away when a huge puff of smoke happened. There stood Toby, and he stabbed Kushina into the guts with a scroll with a kunai that had kanjis on it. As Kushina fell to the ground, Naruto and Menma witnessed it. As Naruto threw Menma away and dashed towards the man, trying to punch him, but the man disappeared as Naruto grabbed onto Kushina. No! Mother! Hold on, we need medics! Get help! But Menma was frozen. He was strict. His mother was killed by his own stupidness. Naruto begged. It's fine. I forgive you, Menma. I never hated you, son. I never hated anyone. Don't say those words, mother. You'll be fine. I'll get you to medics. As Naruto grabbed onto her and began to dash as fast as he could, Menma stood frozen there. As Naruto wasn't allowed entry inside because of the checks that deliberately was placed by his father. If he returned into the hospital injured or claiming to be injured, then he's to be turned away. Thinking that he was trying to shapeshift and prank one of his clones, he was turned away. Fine, son. They won't listen. Know this, I'll always love you and the others and will be proud of you. No. No! Naruto yelled out as the whole village began to shake. Naruto's eyes began to glow green hue. His hair was also emitting green hue as well. As Kushina, he was now dead. In his arms. You all did this! As suddenly huge cracks began to appear everywhere. The earth, the buildings, and it began to crumble. Crumble and fall and bury everyone within it. While this was going on, Minato was alerted, and him seeing Kushina lifeless in the arms of Naruto, and him being enraged and the verge of activating something, tried to get close. Naruto, stand down! But he was only glared at, and he was flung so far away that he slammed to the gates of Konoha, miles away from where he was, and was injured badly as well. But he dashed back there, clutching his ribs, which were shattered due to the impact. What is going on? What happened, Minato? I don't know. Seemingly Kushina got hurt somehow, as Menma arrived. I was strict. It all happened because I was strict, said Menma, still in shock. As Naruto was enraged, releasing so much energy that green chakra released everywhere, and was expanding everywhere, and was burning down everything and destroying everything to molecular level, disintegrating. The village was evacuating and fast, as that beam approached them that was being released by Naruto. Well, Naruto was on the verge of destroying everything. He, or his soul, which was wounded, then arrived in a plain where a lot of branches, black branches and from which green light flowed, were present, and they were all connected to a tree, in which he saw there was a throne on which was seated a person with black hair, a crown, green clothes, and green eyes. Who are you? I am you, Naruto. What? How can that be? What is this place? This is my kingdom, and I am a god and king of this place and realm. This is the multiverse, Naruto. Now I am Loki, the god of stories and multiverse. As Naruto was frozen, how can I be you when you are here? Because a part of my soul was reincarnated into you. It was supposed to be happy life, but I influenced too much. Everything in your world changed, and now you're suffering because of me. Can you save my mother? Please? You're the god of multiverse and all that, right? Please? I'm sorry, Naruto. I can't change the life and that cycle. Done is done. Who did this? At least tell me that, please. What are you gonna do? Burn them to the ground? You're gonna go after revenge? Yes. Fine. If this is what you want, then fine. As Loki explained everything and gave full access to his powers to Naruto. As Naruto returned, he was wearing the robes of Loki and his spear and his horns as well. His mother was now dead as she turned with his powers into a necklace, a red necklace that Naruto wore around his neck and began to walk away. Konoha almost was turned into a crater as he walked out. Minato stood in front of him. Stop, Naruto. Stand away from me, said Naruto, whose eyes were green now. Minato knew something was off. I can't do that. As Naruto threw him to the other side with a motion of his hand. Just a flick. Not even punching him or anything. Menma and Mito came in front. As Naruto moved both of his hands and they were thrown to the other side. As Naruto walked away, because nobody could stop him. As Naruto knew exactly where to go, he arrived at Amegakure. Literally with a snap of his hand, he disappeared his spear and levitated both of his hands upwards as the whole land began to shake and ripped from the earth itself. And with a snap of his finger, disappeared. And underneath, the tunnels were exposed in which the Akatsuki resided. As Naruto arrived and, one by one, he used his powers to kill them. Till he find the one was called Toby. Naruto Uzumaki, you killed my mother. So what? She was just a part of the puzzle that I needed to solve in order to gain the strength. Strength to what? Destroy this world? Or a Otsutsuki's? What are you talking about? As Naruto summoned the 10 tails with a snap of his finger, is this what you wanted? As Naruto snapped his finger again, as the husk turned into birds and flew. Try to find it now. What did you do? What I always do. Trick you. As the spear summoned back into Naruto's hand, and the spear of Loki was slammed straight through his chest, and Toby was killed. After that, Naruto didn't stop there. He, within a next step, from Earth appeared within the moon where Kaguya Otsutsuki was chained. How are you here? Shut up, Otsutsuki. You're the cause of this all. Disappear. With that, Kaguya turned to ash, like if she never existed in that timeline. Naruto used the strength of the time stone itself, and then Naruto arrived at the Otsutsuki planet, and the time stone was used again to seize the existence of the Otsutsuki clan. From there onwards, Naruto returned back and vanished to the Uchiha ruins. Menma and Mito realized that Naruto was never the destroyer. They were the ones who turned him into this. They, Jiraiya, and Hiruzen. Minato was now drinking and retired, and he blamed himself for the death of his wife, the woman he loved, and then the ruining of his life of his son, making him the king of ruins, living in Uchiha, not even allowing someone near as a green dome surrounded it. Nobody could cross its boundary, and he never crossed it as well. Menma and Mito were in deep regret, especially Menma, who has almost gone borderline insane, crying each and every night, seeing his mother trying to comfort him in his dream, and only coming to a conclusion that he was the one who got her killed and turned Naruto into the one thing that they feared him, that he would turn into be. All the while Naruto, he lived in seclusion, like his other half, the one he was reincarnation of, Loki. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.